one woman who I'm sure all of you know. She is a loud and proud voice right here in Atlanta. She is our Consul General to the Southeastern United States, Anat Sultan-Dadon. Please welcome Anat.
That is an honor I never could have imagined, being introduced by Montana Tucker. Good evening. This evening is about celebrating the IDF legends and heroes. But I would like to begin with a quote by one of our people's historic heroes from over 2,000 years ago. They come against us in great pride and lawlessness to destroy us. But we fight for our lives and for our laws. These words were spoken by Judah the Maccabee, a Jewish leader of a Jewish army, at a time when our people faced an existential threat from an enemy that heavily outnumbered and outarmed them. His powerful words serve as a declaration of unwavering commitment to the Jewish faith and people. The Maccabees understood that this was not merely a military campaign, but a fight for the survival of their people, of their proud Jewish identity, of their faith and traditions. In 2 weeks' time, as we celebrate Hanukkah, we will celebrate the miracle of our historic ancestors heroically overcoming evil against all odds, creating light at a time of darkness. Today, the soldiers of the IDF continue our long tradition of standing strong and fighting back, determined to ensure the future of our people, proud, strong, and finally sovereign again. For the past 14 months, Israel has been at war, facing enemies who have openly declared their genocidal goals against Israel and the Jewish people. Iran and its terror proxies, Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, and militias in Syria and Iraq have all initiated attacks on Israel, and the IDF has been operating bravely and successfully in addressing all of these enemies. Over a year later, these terror proxies' capabilities have significantly diminished, as has the power of Iran, who now also faces a new reality in Syria with the collapse of the Assad regime. While the IDF continues to fight on all these fronts, it is important to stress that which too often is not recognized. That defeating these Islamist extremists is not only Israel's interest, but a shared imperative for the entire free world, including the United States. While we continue to fight a war that we did not choose, a war against enemies bent on our destruction, we hear shameful voices blaming Israel for the horrible effects of war. In the face of any such accusation, it should be made clear: Israel does not seek war. Were it up to us, there would be peace across the region. Our hand has always been extended in peace, as stated clearly in our Declaration of Independence in 1948. We have never wavered from that commitment. And whenever we faced leaders brave enough to choose the normalization of relations with Israel, peace has become a reality. Rather than blame Israel for the tragic consequences of war, I would urge those who truly wish to protect innocent lives to focus on demanding of Hamas to release the hostages, among them 7 American citizens, and to lay down their arms. That is the surest way to spare innocent lives on both sides. As for those who claim to support Israel, while also supporting the ban of supplying critical arms to Israel during this existential war, the reality is that they are undermining Israel's security and that of the entire free world, while sending the wrong message to the axis of evil that bears so much responsibility for human suffering and tragedy. Israel will continue to do all that we must in order to ensure the safety of our country and people, while maintaining our everlasting commitment to the path of peace. 2 days ago, Prime Minister Netanyahu said in reference to the collapse of the Assad regime that we extend our hand in peace to all those beyond our border in Syria, to the Druze, to the Kurds, to the Christians, and to the Muslims who want to live in peace with Israel. If we can establish neighborly, peaceful relations with the new forces emerging in Syria, that is our desire. But if we do not, we will do whatever it takes to defend the state of Israel and our border. Defending Israel, defending our borders and our people, and ensuring our continued survival would not be possible without the IDF. Since October 7th, we have lost 816 soldiers, men and women, whose heroism and dedication to our country and people knew no bounds. Just over the last 24 hours, 7 IDF soldiers have fallen in Gaza and in Lebanon. Our hearts break with every single devastating loss of our nation's beautiful children. They, like our fallen heroes of the past, are the reason that we can continue celebrating our miracles as a people. Thank you to the FIDF for your ongoing support of our brave soldiers. And thank you to all of you here in this incredible community for your dedication to ensuring that the light of Israel and the Jewish people will continue to shine. I would like to finish with a reminder that we must keep reminding the world in every possible way that today is day 430 since October 7th, and we still have 100 hostages, men, women, and children who remain in the hands of the murderers and rapists in Gaza. The IDF will not rest, and no member of the free world should rest until they are all home. Thank you.